welcome back. We are back, and Cincinnati is still on the clock, and we're waiting for that pick to come in. And for this next segment, I'm going to get you the. I'm going to get this. I go to a different sheet here for the trivia question for this segment. And here it is: who was drafted ahead of Rick Mirer in 1993 in the 1993 NFL Draft? I will have that answer a little bit later in the podcast. But right now, Cincinnati is still on the clock. What? Well, yeah, well, Cincy's on the clock right now. Yeah. But now with this, this is really going to be a surprising draft tonight because Cincy's on it right now, and we're waiting for that pick to come in. And this is really one of these. The Browns did really well in free agency and at the NFL Combine, and they signed Jack Conklin, Austin Hooper, and a few other players, and they really did a good job. Andrew Bears really he shelled out over $100 million. And I really think, and they really look wholeheartedly at these players, and I just really, this is really going to be one of those drafts where they, I think really this is going to be where anything can happen because they really done well at the combine. Now, what are your thoughts on how the Browns did at the free agency at the combine, man? What are your thoughts? Okay, and pick is in. The pick is in, and the Bengals have chosen Joe Burrow, quarterback of LSU, and I had a feeling that was going to happen. And Matt, that does not surprise me, because I had a feeling that they were going to take Joe Burrow with that first pick in the first round. And he really put up some big numbers with LSU last year. He really did, Joe Burrow. And I gotta tell you, and Matt and Keith, it doesn't surprise me that that they took Joe Burrow. I don't think it surprises you either. What do you think of Cincinnati taking Joe Burrow with the first pick? What are your thoughts on that? Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with that.
Well, Miles Garrett was pretty much a consensus number one pick a few years ago when the Browns drafted him number one overall in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So Joe Burrow was pretty much the overall consensus number one player. That was pretty much to be expected. That was a slam dunk for Cincinnati.
Yes, it was. It very much was. And it really was a slam dunk. Matt, what are your thoughts on the Bengals taking Joe Burrow with this first pick? Well, I can agree with you on that, Matt. And Washington is on the clock right now. It is the Washington Redskins. So we'll wait for their pick to come in, and the Redskins they kind of struggled offensively and defensively this past season, and they just they had a rough season. And the Browns signed Case Keenum as one of their backup quarterbacks. Keith, what are your thoughts on that? Yeah, he has.
And also, he has been proven as a starter, too, during his tenure with the Minnesota Vikings. Don't forget that. Case Keenum led Minnesota to a playoff appearance when after Teddy Bridgewater was injured and he had to take over for the team, and which is adequate. Now, Case Keenum, he will not try to challenge Baker Mayfield in any sort of way as to be the number one starter. We all know that.
Yeah, I don't think he will either. I agree.
As the number one starter, that will be set in stone. However, he will give, when he does he will give Baker Mayfield a little more veteran guidance from the background, which is something that Baker has not had.
Yeah.
Wanted to give him some veteran leadership. And I think that's where Case Keenum will be able to fit in by giving him this expertise that will allow Baker to mature and become a more explosive player like he was in his rookie season.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. Matt, what are your thoughts on the Browns signing Chase Keenum from the Redskins as a backup? What are your thoughts on that? Well, yeah, I think I can agree with that because I think it was a great move, and I think the Brown he won't. I don't think he won't take Baker Mayfield's place. I think Baker Mayfield will start, but I mean if they need to use, they can use him as a backup, and I would have him just right behind Baker Mayfield at Deuce number 2 position, and Washington's pick is in. And we're waiting for that pick to come up, but their pick is in, and I'm waiting for that one to come in, and yeah, the Redskins pick is in. They have not confirmed this yet. We're waiting for that to come up. So. But as we're waiting for it, I do want to mention that next year's draft in 2021 will be right here in Cleveland. And hopefully, this COVID-19 hopefully will be over because next year I plan to be down there podcasting, and Matt will join me. Keith, hopefully you will join me, buddy, down there next year. Yeah, so we'll have to just wait and see. So hopefully this pandemic will be over, as everybody's hoping, and hopefully we'll get it in 2021. Be down there podcasting for round 1. We're still waiting for the pick to come up on the screen here, because they have not brought up the pick yet on the screen. Who is this, Keith? I think Washington's going to take him too. I agree with that because they've been the guy from Ohio State, Matt. That's who he's referring. Yeah, and I think that's who Washington's looking to take in the draft. So we're waiting for the pick to come up on the screen. Who is it? Yeah, that's who the Browns just signed from the Redskins. Oh, Chase Young, yes. Yeah, I think the Redskins are going to take Chase Young, I think. Because they were looking to take it. We're going to have to wait. We're waiting for the pick to come up on the screen. And so, before I'm going to right now reveal the answer to this segment's trivia question, why I am waiting, why we are waiting for this pick to come up from the Redskins. who was drafted ahead of Rick Meyer in 1993? And if you said Drew Bledsoe, you are correct. Meyer was drafted second overall in 1993 by the Seahawks. In 12 seasons with 7 teams, the former Notre Dame quarterback threw 50 touchdowns and 76 interceptions. I'm going to have another trivia question coming up in the next segment. Stay tuned for that. We're still waiting for Washington's pick to come up on the screen. We think it is going to be Chase Young, and I'm here. I'm here, Keith. Yes, I do remember that. I remember that. That is exactly correct, Keith. And now with Brady no longer being with New England, now he's with the Buccaneers. And so, does that help the Buccaneers? What are Bucs fans going to do? What are they going to root for Brady, or is this going to be one of those seasons where the Bucs have a winning season, or this is just a season where they build around Tom Brady? Keith, are you there, buddy? Hold on, the pick selection's about to come up on the screen here. Just hold on just a sec, and I'm waiting for it to show up. And it is Chase Young, defensive end Chase Young of Ohio State. And I had a feeling that the Redskins were going to take him in the first round. What are your thoughts on that, Matt? What are your thoughts on that? On Washington taking Chase Young with the second pick in the first round? Well, I can agree with that, and I think it was a good. I think that was a good move for the Redskins. Keith, what are your thoughts on that? On the Redskins taking Chase Young, and the Detroit Lions are now on the clock right now. Keith, what are your thoughts on? Yes.
Offensive side or other on the defensive side. It just goes to prove that other than the SEC, which everybody talked about, everybody thinks about Ohio State and the Big Ten, and how many players that they put into the NFL over the last 3 years. You can say that Ohio State has been on an equal par with the SEC as far as players being drafted into the top 10 of the NFL draft over the last few recent years.
And I can agree wholeheartedly with that, with you on that, Keith. And the Detroit Lions are on the clock right now, and I'm almost out of time for this segment. We've got another minute and 15 seconds left of this segment. And now, Detroit had a rough season, and they struggled offensively and defensively. And you might recall they tied their first game of the season, and Detroit is in need of a lot of positions besides the Browns, but it's hard to say who Detroit's going to take with the third pick in the first round. And I think Matt and Keith, I think you guys are going to agree with me on that. Matt, what do you think? Because Detroit struggled offensively and defensively last season. I'm talking to Matt. Hold on. Matt, what do you think? Because Detroit needs a lot of positions, and they struggled offensively and defensively last year.
Well, Ohio State, as I just mentioned just a moment ago, have been a very, very fine product as far as putting out players of excellence in the NFL.
Yeah.
The last few recent years. Whether it's
I think that was oh, the Lions pick is in. Oh, well, I'm going to have to wait till the next time to tell you, so hold on.